Hi jovial people, it's your rainbow boy, Haesung. Recently I got a comment like, you are a source of inspirational because the way you learn English is better than many ahead of us. So I really appreciate it. I never anticipated this heartwarming comment on me. So today I wear glasses because I wanna make more informative content today. These glasses makes me feel comfortable while I'm talking in English because how do I look? I think you can see the light in front of me. So I might as well just put it away. Anyway, so I brought up a new book which I highly recommend you to read. The book is Why We Sleep. This book is all about unlocking the power of sleep and dreams. If you read this book, you can get some knowledge about how we dream and what's the benefits of getting a full 8 hours of sleep. Okay, I will see directly to the camera lens because I wanna just talk in front of a camera like this so you can feel more connected with me. When I found myself looking at different points in my videos, previous videos, so I'm trying to focus my eye on this lens. Okay, so I hope you understand what I mean. And this is a decent book. You can compose yourself by reading this marvelous book. I highly recommend you to read this book. And given that I'm one of those self-help addicts, I read a bunch of different books in my life in both Korean and English. So because of these vicarious experiences that I have gone through, I can read books more fastly than others, I guess. So because the reason is that if it can apply to you as well. If you have your background knowledge in many different areas, you can read the books you have read before in different languages. That's how I do and how you can do as well. As you can see, how do I say this? As you can see, I'm living in my library. I've read a ton of books in my life, and that made me comfortable with reading a book all day, and which also made me feel comfortable with reading books in English right away. That's how I started reading book, and ever since I got used to read English, I've been consistently searching all sorts of information in English. So it's been almost 900 days, I guess. It's near about that. I'm not really sure how to say this. Anyway, okay. And for your, I want to give more informative content to you today because I'm fascinated by self-help gurus and self-improvement and also neuroscience. My major is biomedical engineering. I am obsessed with these, how our brain works and how we can remember a lot of information. So basically, if you associate your feelings with languages, you can absorb the languages more fastly and comfortably. And that's how we can just naturally pick new languages and engrave that new information in our brain. So you don't really have to go through these harsh and hectic obstacles along the way if you know this knowledge, because you are pretty sure about how our brain works and how you can absorb many different kinds of information along the way by yourself. I knew it when I just started learning English all by myself. So I always wanted to share this knowledge with you guys in English, but I felt so inept and anxious about talking in English in front of a camera. Okay, this way, because I've never done this challenging task before. It's my first time to just gazing at the camera and then galvanize myself to do this stuff. So, but the first thing, the fire sparks, I don't know how to say this. That initial fire can spark this motivation. I'm not really sure what I said. Anyway, because the more I speak, the more I'm comfortable with talking in English, and it is easier for me to just share and transmit some kind of information to you, to the world. Why am I so feeling so agitated? I'm not really sure, because this is my first time to actually share my book list and book recommendation to you right now. So I hope you understand my status, what my status is. I'm gonna be more comfortable with talking in English in the future. So this is my first time. I'm doing this for the first time, so it can be kind of unorganized and messy in many different ways. Yeah, it sounds absurd and self-explanatory, but I want to address this issue right now in order to give you my just background knowledge of English and books and information such as neuroscience, biomedical engineering, and Feynman technique. You know Feynman technique? If you explain what you learned to other people, you can just reinforce your memories subconsciously, and that's the fastest way to improve your conversation skills and languages. I'm using this strategy to Japanese and German as well. If you are a HelloTalk user or if you happen to find me on different social medias, you must have noticed what I have been consistently doing on that social media. I'm just recording my voice and then share this voice with other people, and I'm constantly getting feedback on that. That's how I revise my proficiency and my thoughts. And what's more is I can get a lot of benefits from that process, because I can understand how people think about the problems, the way people confront their adversities, and how they are tackling with these problems in their life. And yeah, I don't know, I'm one of those guys who would like to learn people, who would like to share vicarious experiences and knowledge with you guys, and that makes me feel really happy. And yeah, so when some of you say to me, "Oh, you are a very inspirational person," I feel exuberant and happy. I think this is because of my personality. My personality is derived from my intuitive type. I'm not really sure if you know a Myers-Briggs personality test, and if you have done that before, you might know what I'm talking about, you know. And yeah, I know sometimes it can be really hard. It can be really hard, and you find yourself struggling with your languages and hustling with your life hassles and obstacles. At times, I hope you don't succumb to the despair. I just want you to continue to live on, because you're a valuable person. And I know the reason why I'm saying this to you right now in this moment is because, you know, I think in this hectic environment we tend not to appreciate what we did before. We just don't value ourselves because of the other people's judgments and validations. So basically, you know, the process of self-doubt and self-loathing manifest themselves in many different ways. Like it just shows you it. I don't know how to say this. Just don't cling to that external validation. I just want you to focus on your inner value all the time. Just focus on the locus of control, if you know what I mean. The locus of control. You can't have control over everything around you. You can't boil everything down into one single fact that you can just possess with yourself all the time. Because life gets hard, life gets messy at times. So I've been there too, because I just wanted to boil everything down into just one single thesis to share this, you know, I don't know, a big, huge, marvelous, and humongous one single knowledge to you guys. So it took me a humongous of time to just talk in front of camera like this. So that's my biggest regret. I didn't have to feel like that way, if it's a total waste of time, I just don't want you to waste your time overthinking about your future and your the biggest mistakes and regrets in your life before, you know. It's not worth it. I'm pretty sure about that. I guarantee you. I'm 24 in international age, but ever since I read a bunch of books that are written from many different kinds of countries, I feel like I can just share what I saw and what I listened from other people, the successful people and enthusiastic, passionate people. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you. So I can pretty sure about that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about self-help, gurus, self-improvement, or just about everything. Because I don't mind if you are in your, how would I say this, 20s, 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, or even 80s, because yeah, we all humans are born to communicate with other people, not just for like achieving their one shimmering goals all the time. If you were to climbing up the ladder all the time and over focus on that one single achievement, your life would be miserable and not worthy sometimes, because you can't enjoy the process. You will miss out so many things, so many decent opportunities along the way. You feel something like missing out of everything around you. You will regret about what you haven't done before that you were passionate about. If you were to look 100-year-old people on YouTube or any other social media platform, you will find what their biggest mistake and regret are, and it really affected me. The biggest mistakes and regrets they made are they just care too much about other people's judgment and the fact that they didn't do what they want in their early ages. So then why would you then why would you have to care too much about other people's judgments, and why don't we do we want to do in our life? It could be the reason that you're so busy, you're living in a bustling city, you always have to do something in deadline that has due. Yeah, it is due tomorrow, something like that. I know it can be really hard, it can be really difficult to achieve and accomplish everything that you want in your life, because I've been there too. I always wanted to master like 5 languages: English, Japanese, French, German, Spanish, all together, and that made my brain malfunctioning, and it was detrimental to my mental health. So yeah, what's the point? Then what's the point? The point here is, just don't set unrealistic goals in your life. Don't set unrealistic goals in your life. Just hone in on the happiness and hone in on the progress that you're doing, and make your spare time so that you can use it to improve yourself and enhance your, how do I say this? The thing that you want. Okay? As time flies, our time is limited. If we don't start what we want to do in our early ages, we are never gonna do that, and we will regret what we haven't done, and that's another way to waste your time. And if you are so obsessed with productivity all the time, you also will be miserable, because the day you had the unproductive days you had before made you really sad, and you will feel miserable by just the fact that you had unproductive days. But let's face it, if you were to constantly think about that unproductive days at all times, that's one of those ways to have an unproductive day again. I've been there, so I guarantee you shouldn't feel like the way you do right now. Okay? If you are in your turmoil, just get out of there and focus on yourself. And don't over focus on the future. Don't project yourself to the future. It can be not good. It's not good, you know. You know what I mean, right? And don't do every single habit all at once. Don't do that all at once. Don't do that simultaneously, just in one day, because you will stretch out too thin. You will stretch out too thin, you know. I have read other books. Let me give a moment. Okay. The book name is Essentialism. This book is about what's essential in our life, what we have to do, that kinds of things. And the author name is Greg McKeown. I don't know, McKeown? I haven't read his name before, so I might mispronounce it, but you will know the point here. What the point here is. I remember the quote of this book. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. What it means is, because we are living in a hectic environment, we can't focus on the thing that we want to do, you know. And in the environment, if you were to do everything, like side gigs, side jobs, financial management, all sorts of things all at once, you will stretch out too thin, you know. So like there's so many directions that we can go, but if you were to do these many things all at once, you feel burnout. You will feel burnout, and you never achieve any of them, So first, focus on just one single good habit, then you can make it better and better until that get to the point where you can just do it mindlessly. You don't really have to think about what the next step is. That's how habit can be formed. And the next step is once you make one good habit like this, one direction, you can make another habit along the way. So you're going this, and you can just branch out other habits along the way. That's how you can form your good habits. And yeah, that's how we can, 34.8% better in a year. As I'm not really sure what the exact amount of the percentage is, as you can be better 1% each day, so it can be accumulated along the way, and this can be calculated, and this result is 34.8% of your self-improvement. It's a simple calculation, but I'm not really sure how to explain it to you. I want to elaborate on that a bit, but my brain is not working this at the moment. But you got the point, right? Let me know what your thoughts about this. I want to hear about it, okay? Anyway, I feel really comfortable talking about this right now, because this is my strength. This is my strength. This is what I'm always conceiving of. And because I'm talking about the thing that I learned, the thing that I know well, I can speak English fluently right now, at the moment, if you will. So, just a day ago, yesterday, my tongue got tripped up and my brain was totally malfunctioning because of the depression and anxiety that I made, which if I didn't think about the, how do I say this, depression, it would have been more professional, Yeah, it could have been worse, but yeah, anyway, you know how I get this grammar structure like this? Would have been, could have been, something like that. I just robbed this grammar sentence of each book, like essentialism, or why we sleep, or let me show you one more, Atomic Habits, because I'm a self-help addict. I enjoy reading these kinds of books, and whenever I go over these books, I can just naturally pick up, how do I say this, more sophisticated and complicated grammar structure along the way, and I can feel the context, if you know what I mean. I can feel the context, so I can retrieve that information from my brain at the back of my head, and then use it right away in front of a camera right now. Yeah, if I didn't read those kinds of books, I'm not advertising these books, I'm not sponsored by these authors, but English teachers always have been saying saying to us, you should read books, and then you will get what the natural sentence is along the way. Yeah, that got me thinking, it sounds absurd at a first glance, but now that I think about it, that really served me well, as I'm using more advanced grammar structure right now, which otherwise would have been a total waste of time if I hadn't decided to read books, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking in English because when I confront the real conversation, there's no time to translate every single word in my head, brain that are derived from my Korean language. Then I would never be able to talk like this fast pace, because so I just naturally I'm trying to force myself to switch my language brain one another, so that I can just fully use the half of my brain, English language brain, and I just shut off this Korean language brain. That's how I'm talking right now as well. And I hope you get something out of this. And if you want to share your language tips or just about everything about self-improvement, how our brain works, neuroscience, biomedical engineering, or your life experience, your vicarious experiences that you accumulated in the past, share that knowledge with these kind people on my channel. I sure appreciate it, and I'm always looking, how do I say it? I'm always reading upon your heartwarming and supporting comments all the time. So I sure appreciate it, and see you next time. I will make more informative content along the way. Thank you. Okay, it's your Rainbow Boy Haesung. My channel name is Sando. My real name is Haesung. So I'm thinking of changing my channel name sometimes, but I will just keep my channel name like this at the moment and for a while, as I don't have any groundbreaking idea right now. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate it. I hope you get something out of this, and see you next time. And I will put these 3 books link in the description down below. If you are interested in these kinds of self-improvement books, you can just click the link that I will put in my description on this video, and then buy it. I will get some commission from it. I'm not really sure, because this is my first time to try out something new that I can make some profits on my effort. So maybe this video will not make money for me, but that affiliate program will do it for me. Okay, so yeah, I feel appreciated. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.